Well, our first fight is going to feature a man that Dennis just mentioned, Domenic Filane, the national team member, who, of course, will step into the ring in the 48-kilogram category. He'll take on Sheldon Weil. And tell us what you think of those two fighters and what kind of fight can we expect between these two?
Well, Domenic is kind of the grandfather of the Canadian team. He's an 8-time national champion. He hails out of Scarborough, Ontario. He's trained by Adrian Tordorescu from Atlas Boxing Gym. 8-time national champion. He's been to the Commonwealth Games in '94, won a bronze medal. He's always, the little men, if they can stay small, they've got a long life in amateur boxing.
We are back live at the Coast Terrace Inn for the first bout on this Canadian Senior National Championship card. And there you see in the red corner, Sheldon Wiley of Nova Scotia. Sheldon Weil, the Sackville Boxing Club in the 48-kilogram category, taking on, as Dennis mentioned, the veteran of the national team, Domenic Filane, who just stepped into the ring now from Schreiber, Ontario. 8 years on the national team. And Dennis, as we mentioned at the outset, Domenic, a veteran of this national team and looking to continue on.
Yes, he is. He wants to go to Kuala Lumpur to the Commonwealth Games in the worst way. There in his corner is his coach, Adrian Tordorescu, and national team coach, Yvonne Michel. Now, don't take anything away from Sheldon Weil. This is the second time to the Nationals. He knows what it's all about. And he knows that what he's got to do. It's going to be quite a contest.
Now, as Dave mentioned at the outset, 5 rounds this is scheduled for, with 2-minute breaks in between the rounds, rather than the usual 3 rounds with the 1-minute breaks. Remember, Dave alluded to the whites on the gloves. It has to be a scoring blow.
Yes, the athlete must hit the boxer with his opponent with the white portion of the glove on the scoring target without being blocked or partially blocked. Dominic's going to really take it to this young man. I think he wants to go home early.
See 2 quick right hands by Filane.
Domenic runs a Hollywood Filane. It's a sporting goods or sporting apparel outfit in Schreiber. He actually outfits the national team with all their team dress.
Filane working the jab well and getting the rights in.
Third man in the ring is Bob Carswell. Bob comes out of Red Gear. He's a national level official.
Of course, with computerized scoring, Dennis, now it really doesn't matter how aggressive you are. I mean, previously it did in terms of how the judges viewed the bout, but now it's simply how you score the punches, whether you're the aggressor or not.
Well, you must land your punch on the scoring target, and 3 of the 5 judges must push the button within a second of the blow scoring for it. If 3 judges don't touch the button at the same time, then it's not a scoring blow. So you might see it hit you in the second row, but the judges may not have or not coordinated all the buttons.
Good combinations by Filane as he's really working.
Sheldon's a scrappy little rascal. Swinging right.
Filane working the left jab well, and that's the end of the first round with, I think you'd have to give that first round to Domenic Filane.
I think he was leading off well, scoring well. He blocked. His defense was also very good. I would be surprised if there was a point for the red corner in that round.
You mentioned the defense, and I think there's a lot of emphasis on that now, maybe then more so in the past, given the computerized scoring, the technical way of defending yourself in this sport now against the so-called target area.
All right, there's a nice left hook right hand by Domenic. And Sheldon's trying to tell him it didn't hurt.
See the look of determination on the face of Filane. Nice left.
Nice combination there. Now Domenic, he feels very confident. You can see he's well prepared for this event. He came into this, he's always been fighting his weight, but he figures after 8 years he's finally learned if you eat little meals instead of big ones, you don't have a weight problem.
Round 2. The scheduled 5-rounder between Sheldon Weil of Nova Scotia and Domenic Filane of Schreiber, Ontario, the 8-time national champion.
Sheldon Weil's coach, Jim Stevenson from Sackville, has obviously told Sheldon he's got to get off his horse and get out there and start pushing the bout.
Filane connecting with a lot of those blows. Working the left to set up his right.
Nice. Sheldon's even having trouble. When he leads off, Dominic's a superior counterpuncher. It's just he's having very little effect.
Of course, we should mention at the outset, this is for the national championship, but there's bigger things beyond this, Dennis. Beyond this national championship and the gold medal, they're looking to make their way to the Commonwealth Games. If you can explain how that process works.
Well, the national champion, the winner of this bout, automatically goes to the trials in Halifax in April. The loser of this event, and I hate to use the word, the fellow that didn't win, goes into another qualifying tournament, and the winner of that qualifying tournament will be held in Corner Brook this year in February at the Intermediate Championships. The winner that comes out of that will then go to Halifax and meet the champion. Now, he may not have even met the champion at these nationals, depending on where he was in the draw. So that challenger in Halifax then must beat the champion twice. If he doesn't, the champion wins one of the two contests, the champion goes. If the challenger wins both contests in Halifax, the challenger will then go to Kuala Lumpur.
Well, unless there's a dramatic turn of events here in this fight, Domenic Filane will be moving on to those box-offs quite handily here as round number 2 comes to an end here at the Coast Terrace Inn in Edmonton, Alberta.